To Platteville tonight, it's really been Wisconsin. We've seen so much weather in through here just kind of develop. We had rotation, real good indication on the radar. Dr. Forbes was in here looking at some supercells, and you can see what's happened here. This one area of thunderstorms, which really has been where most of the action is tonight. Most of our tornado sightings, as well as funnel cloud sightings, as well as damage, if you will, which has gone all the way from Mount Vernon on southeast now, has been in this area and through here. And it's really the leading edge of all this. That one cell, it's ahead of all the rest. So people affected, possibly about 2,700 of you, especially around the area of Darlington. You can see that cell just off to your west, and that's where they see the rotation through here. So folks, be on the lookout. We had some rotation earlier as per spotters in the town of Platteville. All right, let's head up to the northeast, and we'll show you what's going on. Boy, New England just cannot catch a break. Even as the sun goes down, the old sunshine sprouters here, as we say, sun-setting sprouters. You can see the action here southeast of Manchester, back into the Berkshires, even down to the hills of Connecticut, and back into the beautiful Catskills of New York. So all the mountain areas getting it still tonight. Locally heavy rain, and look at this, just looming offshore. Heavy showers and thunderstorms, so quite a light show tonight if you're watching us from the islands. We take you on off toward the south and also west. You can see the action around Charlotte, still in Davidson County, a severe thunderstorm warning. Look at that lightning increasing too. That's tremendous. Almost looks like a little mini bow echo here as it charges off to the northeast toward Greensboro. Not only are you under a flash flood warning, but you could also see some damaging winds as all this continues to charge east. Now, east of 95, it's the Outer Banks, where we unfortunately had another loss of life today because of a lightning strike. You can see the storms here on Hampton and Norfolk, but look at this line just sitting here on what is a very beautiful part of the Outer Banks. Actually is kind of an east-west area of very, very heavy rainfall. A lot of people sitting on the Outer Banks are vacationing this time of the year saying, boy, I'd love to get my evening stroll on the beach, Jim, see what you can do. Well, right now, that's going to have to be canceled till further notice. Jackson, listen to this. Report out of Jackson, Mississippi. A building collapse, partial building collapse there because of the weight of the rainfall. Tremendous. Partial roof collapse due to the weight of the rainwater there, if you will, in the Ridgewater area. Hinds County still under a flood advisory in through here. These storms basically developing to the north. Small cores, but packing a major punch. Still the flash flood warning for you in the Rankin area as all this just continues to push its way on off toward the north. Oof, incredible. All right, we show you the wide picture. You can see where the rain is and also where it isn't, down towards San Antonio. Let's talk about this as we go through the next couple of days. Some of the computer models printing out almost 10 inches of rain for a huge area, possibly the size of half of New England, over Arkansas and Louisiana. That's with the front. But down here, where we're in exceptional drought, Austin, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, there is very little relief in the forecast over the next several days. As a matter of fact, some of you may see these lines of thunderstorms just flirt with this area, but the real big rain, the beneficial rain, unfortunately, is going to be off to the north and also the east. Not good news in through here. You can see the model certainly printing that out as we go through the next 48 hours here, Alexandra. So it is the have and the have-nots, and you got to think with the drought they got going on in South Texas, it's going to take a tropical storm, hopefully one that'll be a careful one and won't dump too much at one time, but we still got to get that. And right now, this pattern doesn't show it happening. Yeah, this year, really, not only this season, we've seen such a case of haves and have-nots, being incredibly cold, incredibly warm, incredibly dry, incredibly wet. Yeah, all right, so let's talk about the Northwest. And certainly we've seen incredibly dry and incredibly hot. Driest two-month period in Seattle since 1891. The heat is on record heat, really monumental in scope. We do have, of course, heat advisories from Seattle to Portland and through so much of the Northwest. Now, on average, to give you a little perspective, for Seattle, we should be in the 70s this time of year. 76. Portland should be at 81. So look at these numbers. Current temperature in Portland, 102, even in Eugene. So really intense heat right now, 93 in Seattle again. 20 degrees above average. As we look toward tomorrow, note Seattle, 16 degrees, and look at Eugene, 104. So really the peak of this heat, kind of the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. So intense heat. It's not only the heat, though, in and of itself. It's the duration of this heat wave that we've seen it. Now, departures from average, note where the oranges are. 20 degrees above average. Again, for tomorrow, you certainly can see it. But then as we look toward Wednesday and Thursday, what you'll notice kind of the mitigation of the intense heat. But Seattle, again, on average right now, incredible. It should be at 76. You can see temperatures, 93 tomorrow, and 90 as we head toward Wednesday. So the temperature's certainly still well above average and really for quite a prolonged period. So that's kind of the story in the Northwest. All right, and back to the Northeast, just when you thought the storms were done, they're popping up again, northwest of New York City.